let's talk about those big bass here on Co-Angler's Corner with your hosts, Rob Welch and John Stounger.
Good evening, everybody. I'm John, and the nice guy over there is Rob.
How y'all are? Hope everybody's doing well.
Yes, we certainly do. We have a special guest on tonight, Kristi, Corine. She's has a big social media following. She's also a bright lady when it comes to fishing and marketing and stuff. So, anything else you want to talk about, Rob?
Yeah, I mean, we need to learn some time management because she's got a little bit of everything going. She's got her own brand. She's got her own clothing line. I mean, she's got a little bit of everything. So, but I look forward to it and then see what she has to say and learn some stuff from her for sure.
Excellent. I'm ready to learn.
Yeah.
I won't bring my pen and paper today because I'll just rewatch this video.
There you go. There you go.
All right. Let's bring her on in now. Good evening.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
That time management, that's not true. I suck at
Oh,
that.
come on now. Don't be modest.
I have so much going on because I'm ADD. I'm just trying to use the best of my abilities.
Gotcha.
Oh, let's switch that one around. There we go.
There you go. Now we got it. Okay.
All right.
So you guys can see I'm also an artist. So I do a lot of everything.
Yeah.
Now
Looks good.
You painted that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm an artist. So this is like my little studio area.
Oh, okay. I got you. Awesome.
I do that whenever it's winter and I can't fish and I'm bored.
I know the feeling.
So that's what I do. I paint fish whenever I can't catch them.
Okay, I got you. That makes sense.
I understand that. I wish I could paint. I'd probably do the same thing.
Well, I think I painted that one like 7 times over. Like I'm not good at it. I'm just do it so much that I just finally get it okay.
Get it to where you like it.
Nice. Yeah, it's a stress reliever.
Yes,
cool.
I know.
Nothing wrong with that.
If you don't mind starting out with what got you into fishing and what drives your passion for it.
Well, I've always liked fishing. Like even as a little girl, I grew up in West Virginia on the New River, and right there by Bluestone Lake. So we always fish. I mean, I was a country girl, but I didn't do it as much as I do now, or even I never really considered making money doing it or making it, my living. But really and truly what fueled it was it being my kind of therapy. In 2010, my sister was killed. I'm sorry, 2012. I started fishing quite a bit in 2010. 2012, my sister was killed. And then I just kind of went through, all of that comes along with death and loss. And I found my peace at the pond on the water, just catching fish. And I didn't think about it. I didn't think about the death, or I didn't think about all the bad things because I was too busy trying to figure out what the fish are going to freaking eat,
Yeah.
Right.
So it became my therapy. So that's when I started doing it a lot more.
Okay.
Kind of cleared your mind out.
Totally.
I get you. Yeah.
Totally. There were times I would wake up 3 a.m. and just go fish, just because I couldn't sleep or I had a bad dream, something like that. And I found out that was my happy place. Before this, I was a photographer. I was a professional photographer, and I just traveled the Caribbean shooting weddings. And
cool.
I thought that's what made me happy until I went on a couple of deep sea fishing trips down there because I liked fishing. But I thought, no, fishing makes me happy. Like this is what you know how it is. Whenever you get the bite and you get the bug, you can't stop.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I realized that I was not normal about it when I started fishing. I was in a relationship then. I started fishing with him, and he was like, Kristi, we've been fishing for like 10 hours. Like, can we go eat? And I'm like, I don't want to. So then I realized, I was like, you know what? this is more than just something I do on the weekends. Like I want to do like I'm happy doing this. So and my company was a complete accident, actually. It turned out to be good, but with my sense of humor, the people that know me, they know that I'm the person that likes to make people laugh, and I'm a
Right.
goofball, and I say random things just to get a reaction, a funny one. So I would say all these weird things to make people laugh, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put that on a shirt. So
Yeah.
while I'm fishing on the boat, people can see it. It's funny. And then I was like, no, Kristi, you're a graphic designer. You know how to do that. Because I was like Googling fishing shirts and trying to buy them. I couldn't find anything that I liked. And I thought, this might be a little arrogant, but I thought it was funnier than those people. So
Yep.
I was more brash for sure. No filter, I guess. So I started making my own shirts, and then people were like, where did you get that shirt? And I was like, why am I not doing this? I'll just sell them. And that's how it happened.
Oh
And
wow,
then,
that's cool.
yeah, like I started doing that in 2021. And that was my first expo, like my first sponsorship, my first expo. And I walked in the expo, nobody knew who I was except the one person that sponsored me. And then 2022, like it was fun because like people were like, I couldn't walk out of the building it took me 45 minutes to get out of the building just because everybody wanted to talk and take pictures and say hello. I was like, I'm doing pretty good at this.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So my company and driven by passion. That's how it happened.
I think passion, the one thing we all have in common, whether they're watching this podcast or just enjoying it and watching it on TV or whatever, it's the passion.
Yeah, the one thing I do kind of feel bad about is, well, I feel bad. It's unfair. Is I'm a woman that had no experience in the industry at all. And within a year, I got 8 sponsorships, and I'm like, there's dudes out here that are really good. Like they're good at what they do. They know their stuff. They perform well in the water. But because they aren't a woman, they don't get the sponsorships. That's crazy. Because one of my friends was like, he's fishing the Toyota Series this year, and he's like, Kristi, that's crazy. He's like, I've been doing this for 13 years, and I'm struggling. He's like, you've been doing it for like 6 months, and you're doing really well. I was like, get yourself a vagina. It'll work.
You made your own road. Hey, you made your own road. So, hey, hats off to you.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't think it's just, it's the female aspect of it. I think it's the way you carry yourself and the way people see you that puts you above whether you're a male or a female. And
okay, well, yeah, I go out of my way to not. Everybody that knows me knows, they look at my social media. I don't post bikini pictures. I'm not the bikini bass fisher, I'm not that girl. I want to be respected as an angler.
Yep.
Whenever I'm fishing tournaments, and a lot of people, especially the women in the industry, they can't separate the two like I do. Like there's me, like just home, I'm a mom. My son goes to a Christian school actually. I don't swear, like I have morals.
Right.
And then there's my brand that's pervy and funny, and it's just humor, and it's all marketing stuff. It's just it's just a business ploy.
Yep.
And then there's Angler Kristi that I want to be respected because I know what I'm doing on the water.
Right.
Like so, but people can't separate that, and that's okay. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm okay with that.
Well, nobody's everybody's cup of tea, even though a lot of people would like to think they are.
Yeah. Well, it takes people, it takes maturity to figure that out, that you can't please everybody. So, yeah, I think you're onto something about how girls carry themselves, because I've found I'm separating myself from some of the girls in the industry too that are just fishing in a thong.
Yes. And
'Cause that's
one
not
of
me.
our friends one of my friends, Barking Ruger, says, I carry myself like a bunch of spare parts that got drug home in a 5-gallon buckets and dropped the industrial decrease to try to get the rust off.
Well, you know what? I'll send you some CLR. You'll be fine.
There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh boy. Yeah, he was a past guest. He was on last Wednesday, was it? I think.
Yep.
It was.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect guess for a wide open Wednesday.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you should put me on Wednesday.
Hey, the invitation's there.
Yep.
No.
Because I mean, listen, you add a little vodka drink to this, and you never know. I should start my own podcast.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey, if a couple knuckleheads like us can do it, you definitely can do it.
Well, I don't like being on camera, and everybody gets surprised by that, but I really don't. Like, I know that time management stuff, I'm not good at it.
You got a lot going on now. Come on now.
Now you have us all surprised about your time management skills.
Me too, then, because I don't know what I'm doing either.
You're doing it well, though. Hey,
whatever you're not doing well, keep it up because it's successful.
Well, and a lot of people be surprised that my company is it kind of handles itself, thank God, because it's a drop ship company. So the orders just go through the drop ship company, and it's all hands off. Like, unless somebody has a problem or a special order, like a customized design that they want. When I've needed that this past year, because a lot of people on my social media have been asking, like, where have you been? Like, Kristi, what's going on? You're not fishing as much, you're not posting as much. And I'm only attending 2 things this year, and it's the Bassmaster Classic, and I was just in Philly. And I did that Philly show as a favor. But I'm not going to ICAST this year, and it's because I've been dealing with kidney failure, and I've been really sick.
Yeah.
So, like, this past November, I was literally, like, my doctor was like, within 12 hours, you could be dead.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I was almost in complete organ failure back in November due to being septic.
Yep.
And I've had kidney failure my whole life, really. Like, my right kidney had died, shoot, I don't even know when, 4 years old, 5 years old. So it's not anything new that I'm dealing with, but my immune system just isn't handling it well now. It's like, I'm kind of at that point to where we might be thinking about a transplant at some point.
Right.
And I knew it was going to happen one day. I just didn't know when. So that's why, like, fishing is kind of not been priority since November, because I've just been not well. That's why I've got this going on, because my immune system sucks. And I was up in Philly as a favor, and I got pneumonia up there, and but I'll be better by the time the Classic rolls around. Are you guys going to the Classic?
No, I'm not gonna make this one. I got a new job, so I don't have that much time off. So I went to the last 3 or 4, so not gonna make this one, unfortunately.
Well, my son's going with me this time.
Awesome. Yeah, when they had it in Texas. When they had it in Texas, I took my youngest son, and we flew. His first time flying, and taking off, watch his eyes get real big, and it was pretty cool. We went to the Alamo. I got a relative that fought in the Alamo, so that was pretty cool. We had a great trip.
My son loves history too.
Oh, does he? Good.
Yeah, he does. It's surprising, but he does like it. And my son flies. He'll be a pilot by the time he's 17. So talk about being nervous in a plane. I was fishing a pond, and he didn't tell me that day until that morning. I'm fishing like at the pond, I didn't realize it was that close to the airport, but he was like, Mom, by the way, I get to take off today, and we're doing stall recoveries. And I'm like, you're doing what? Like, he's like, yeah. He's like, I'm have to. I was like, why did you tell me this? Like, and as I was fishing, I was casting. I looked up. I was like, that's a small plane. I was like, no way. Talk about freaking stress. I'm fishing, And my son's doing stall recoveries above me. I'm
Yep.
thinking, great, I could just watch my son's death right here. Like, so yeah, but I'm proud of him, but as a mom, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd like it now that he did it, but
Yeah.
so he talk about flying. That's how old is your son?
14.
Mine too.
Okay, cool.
Everybody's surprised whenever they meet him because he's massive.
Mine is too. Mine's like taller than me at 14. I'm like, I don't know where you get your height from.
I know where with their face.
Yeah.
Thanks. Welcome to the
Yep.
team, old and busted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on that team for a while.
Us too.
I might be the founder of that one.
Oh.
I don't know about that. Now,
I
I was in the Army and I worked at a helicopter base. And my first flight on a helicopter was engine stalls.
They do engine stalls on that sounds not
Yeah,
normal.
that's
a plane you can
And
glide.
They didn't tell me that's what they were doing.
Oh no.
So they did it was a surprise party death.
Pretty much.
That's great.
And they kind of thought it was funny because I went from white and freckles to I don't know how many color shades.
Yeah, I mean, I find near-death experiences hilarious too. I don't.
Yeah, but not when they're yours.
Yeah.
My friends say I do like near-death experiences, but yeah, it keeps the adrenaline up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It keeps you young.
Yeah, I was coming back from New Jersey this weekend from a tackle show, and my daughter, she's 6, and she goes, "Oh, Daddy, look they do zip line over there." And I'm
No,
like,
that's not scary.
No, I'm like, I want to do that.
Yep.
That's literally, it's like I've done zip line a bunch. It's like being on a swing. Like it's like the first one's kind of cool, and then it's like kind of boring after that. Like there's no adrenaline.
Yeah.
Like I
I've
want
done
to
a lot
base jump.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of rappelling and stuff like that. But
It's only a little near death. Yeah, right? I almost died. Don't be dramatic.
Yep. Oh, we all do something a little crazy. I used to race and drag cars and drag motorcycles and
See, I like that stuff too.
Yeah. I kept my guardian angel busy. I'll just say that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
And I'm just glad growing up they didn't have cell phones.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Me too. Also, you know what? Also, I figured out, I was like, I worry a lot about my kid, but I remember when I was his age, I mean, I did things that my parents, I should have been a nun. If I was my parents, I would have put me in a Catholic school.
Ooh.
Like, I dated older guys, I was like 14 hanging out with 22-year-olds. I would never. Not as a mom.
Yeah, exactly. That and
Like,
barking rumors. That's how I feel about falling out of a boat in gator-infested waters. After enough time, it's boring.
Oh yeah. I've been there,
I've
done
never
that.
fallen. I've never fallen out of a boat, but I did do something. It was torture, really, because it was to my ex-husband. But it was funny. I did it to be funny, right? It was kind of like that surprise helicopter stall recovery. So we were in Jamaica. I told you I was a wedding photographer in the
Yep.
Caribbean. So we were doing a tour of a Black River in Jamaica. It's the only fresh water on the island, but it also has crocodiles.
Ooh.
And we got to the end. I was like, I'm gonna jump in, and the guy was like, yeah, you can jump in. And my ex-husband was like, Kristi, you better not. I was like, I'm doing it. I did a backflip off the boat into the water, and then to make it worse, he got so mad at me. And my friend, he lives in Jamaica. I call him D. He can't swim. He's Jamaican. He can't swim though. And he was like, so then I pretended to get sucked under the water by a crocodile because I thought that would be hilarious.
Oh no.
Like mid sentence, I'm like, y'all, I'm fine. And then I went underwater, and as I was saying fine, and D was like, Kristi, I don't know. I didn't know what to do. I was just gonna run you over with a boat. So, yeah, talking about that. Yeah, I haven't fallen in the water, but I've done plenty of backflips on purpose in the water with
That's
crocodiles.
funny.
But you look, I didn't die. I still have
Yep.
all my limbs. I'm good.
Yeah. All your fingers. Yep. Got all 5.
Yeah, barely, but yeah. We don't need them.
I've done that in Louisiana. Actually, ski over that alligator. I thought it was a log and it moved. I was like, "Oop, sorry."
Where at? Not in
South
Kentucky.
Louisiana. Yeah.
Okay. I've been to New Orleans. I wanted to redfish, but we were trying to be all fancy and attend a wedding, and I was like the only chick. It was like a $1 million wedding, and I was there with one of my friends, and I was like the only chick in an evening gown talking about fishing. I was like, no, I'll go change. Let's go red fishing.
Yeah.
Like I don't even like this dress.
Why change?
Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
it was uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And plus,
Rob's familiar with
whenever-
that. I think he's worn a couple dresses or two.
yeah,
Just once, and that was Halloween. But that's a different story for a different day.
are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You know what? Don't worry about it. If you're not, it doesn't count unless you actually, unless you wear the panties with it. Then it doesn't count unless you wear panties with it.
The thongs count. I'm just asking for a friend. Just asking for a friend.
I think they do.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe
Yeah.
then.
Oh, well,
Now, my wife, she used to be a dress salesperson, and so we go to Bass Pro every once in a while, because hey, that's what I like to do. And the guy says, "I bet you can't walk in those heels." They're only like 3.5 inches, 3-inch heels. So I took my shoes off, walked down the walk down the hill with my heels, her heels on. That's easy.
Did you feel pretty?
Well, I always feel pretty.
Yeah.
But
See,
no,
I can't even fish with my hair down. So there's no way I can do it in a dress. Fish like I've tried to look like a girl while I'm fishing, and I actually have my hair down. I can't do it. I just can't.
messy bun.
I just I put my hair through my hat. It's I'm ADD, so anytime I'm casting and my hair's tickling my face, I just can't do it. I can't concentrate. So I tell people I'm like a dude in a girl's body. I really am.
My wife
I'm
says
not-
the same thing.
I'm not good at being a girl. I like doing all boy stuff. Like I shoot guns, I fish, all that stuff.
I
Nothing
think
wrong with that.
Mark Ruger said you tried to trap me by asking me if I felt pretty.
Hey,
He said run away.
you know what? That's
Yeah.
another hobby of mine, trapping.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding.
Trapping
Oh.
animals or people?
People, I don't hunt or trap animals.
No, we basically we like having fun on this podcast, so
Oh yeah.
we try not to get serious. So
Oh well, I'm perfect because I suck at that.
me too.
Heard that.
Like,
The only time I get serious is when my daughter has a smart mouth, and that's
Yep.
yeah. Well, like for me, it's like I've told people in the past, like if you're trying to hurt my feelings or offend me, you're gonna have to like make it clear because I'll just laugh it off. Like I'll think you're just joking because that's how I like you is I bully you. Like that's fun for me.
Parking
I
Ruger
like the banter.
Yep.
Yeah. Be glad you're not here on a Wednesday. Oh, no.
No, you know what? I'm kind of offended that it's not Wednesday.
Oh,
I thought
Well,
it
we-
was qualified.
you know what? As soon as we get done, I'll shoot you over a Wednesday date, and we'll get that booked.
We'll do it
Okay.
again. Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, I thought I was a Wednesday kind of girl, but I guess not.
Well, what qualifies you for Mondays is you are a girl.
Oh, okay.
That's the only qualification for Mondays, being a female.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm good then. Yeah, I got that one. Check.
Check.
Yeah, there you go.
Check
Last
check
time
the
I
box.
checked- The last time I checked, I still was.
Wednesdays we can have anything from a priest to whatever, opposite end of the
Okay.
spectrum, and anything in between.
No,
That's
wait,
why
what
it's
did you
wide
say
open.
Wednesday was? But what was
Wide
wide
open
open Wednesday?
Wide open Wednesday.
Oh, see, I misunderstood that. I thought you meant wide open as in she's wide open, like she never shuts up kind of thing. Like you don't
No.
ever know.
Whatever
Wide open
guest we
Wednesday.
feel like or wants to come on Wednesday, we roll with it. So
Gotcha.
it's all good.
Well, I qualify for both of those. I am
Yep.
wide open with my personality and whatever. So
There you go. Parking Ruger says, sounds like a date. I'm going to park a chair outside the window and be creepy as heck. Not with Kristi. I just want John in them heels.
well, I feel left out. That's
Uh-oh.
not nice.
I feel offended. Well, you know what? I don't know
said-
if he'll be able to. I don't know if he'll be able to watch. I don't know if he's got Wi-Fi back yet.
Well, that's not fair. Like, what? I don't deserve the creepy, but you do. That's rude.
It is.
Hey, each his own.
That's almost sexist, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I think that is sexist, actually.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think I'm going to fight for equality on this one.
There you go.
There you go.
I deserve creepy just like everybody else does.
There you go. I'll have to get heels and you can wear flats.
It's been a
There
while.
you go.
What's up, Kevin?
Kevin's gonna be a guest
It has
on
been a
here.
while. See, everybody's like, it's been a while. I know, because I've been locked away.
Not
trying to
not
get
your
better.
best. So what are you fishing tournaments this year? Are you planning on fishing much or
Yeah, I'm only gonna fish maybe 4
Okay.
of the big bass tournaments. Like I said, I'm not doing much. Making a commitment with anybody and something come up and me have to cancel or not follow through. Same with the expos and stuff, like with my sponsors. I don't want to make a commitment and not be able to follow through with it. That is one of my things with anybody like that does or knows me as a friend knows that I don't like to let people down. So I haven't committed to much this year, just the big bass tournaments with my friend Brian Morgan. The other thing about this being a female angler is I don't fish with random people.
Yeah.
And that's a problem. I feel like we need to deal with this in the industry a little bit because one, the biggest weird thing about it is when you're fishing a tournament, I'm not allowed to take my gun as protection. But everybody that meets me in person knows that I'm like midget sized. Like
Yep.
I'm barely 5 foot tall and I'm like 100 pounds. Like I'm tiny. And by the way, that's my secret to my fish looking massive. But anyway,
I thought you were 6'2".
I am.
Yeah.
But,
with heels on. With heels on. Yeah, okay.
But you know, it's like I don't like to fish with random people anymore. I did that once and it was a disaster. The guy was creepy. Talking about creepy. That was creepy. And before we made it into weigh-in, he was asking me to be his girlfriend. It's weird. And I'm thinking, you know what? I could be out in the water with somebody and nobody would know what was going on. Like I don't feel safe with some of the
Right.
people.
Yep.
So I only fish with a couple people that I know and trust and are
Yeah.
friends.
Well, it's funny you say because me and Brian Morgan, we teamed up. We shared a cabin at Chickamauga at Toyota a couple years ago. So had a good
I
time.
might be fishing that with him this year. So we might be there together. Are you fishing it this year?
No, I'm not fishing this year, but
Oh, well.
it's funny because the cabin we had is like part of it was like in the Eastern time zone, part was in the Central, and like our phones would just go nuts there, walk through the house. But
Yeah.
yeah, good
Parking
times.
meters
though.
He doesn't even go to church without a gun.
Me neither. But it's weird. Like, I don't want to do it as a co-angler. I don't want to be like, hey, I'm bringing my gun. Don't, just don't say anything. Because, it's their boat. It's their property. I don't want them to have to deal with any repercussions of it. So I just don't do it. And plus, taking a random person not everybody can handle me.
But those big bass bash there's a lot of fun. I did one a couple years ago at Gunnersville, and they're just so laid back. It's a lot less stress. You
Well,
launch
hold
where you
on.
want to.
Not
It's pretty
not
cool.
the big bass tournament, you mean?
Yep. The Cabela's. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, other than weighing in every hour,
Yeah.
like if you want to, but that Brian Morgan got kind of stressed on that one because he was stressing. He was stressing, and I'm just over there dancing on the back of the boat in the rain, like, chill out, B.
He can't stress too much. He won a boat once. Now he can't stress too much now.
He's good too, but he does get stressed. I think all anglers do at some point, and I think men in general are more stressed than females in the industry. That's actually why I think we are better finesse anglers, because we have more patience and calm. And men are just like, go, 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 trying to find the fish, and we're just waiting.
See, I think women are better because they pay attention to the minor details.
Yeah, I'm a detail-oriented person. Like, I pay attention to everything. But honestly, and we fish slower. That's just, we retrieve slow. And we're good at it because we're women. Like, that's like, we're just naturally more calm, I think, about it. And if you pay attention, most of the female anglers, their comfort baits or their go-to baits are finesse baits, like jigs or Cincos or anything Texas rigged. Soft plastics. That's usually what women go to because we fish them slow and we get the bite.
Ashley says we're just better fishermen, period.
Come on. Ashley, I'm trying to be humble here.
Now, you know what? I think the four of us should get together and fish, and the men will fish in heels.
Okay, I fish in boots every day anyway, so I'm done.
And the women can fish in dresses.
Dresses?
There you go.
Oh man!
I just ruined the day, didn't I?
Yeah. I wasn't fishing. I was by the water in a dress once, and it wasn't good. I decided I'm not the dress kind of person. Yeah. Because it blew up, and there was an old lady walking her dog, and she was like, "Oh my!" I was like, "What? You've got one too?" she was just like, I was like, "Okay, I'm not the dress kind of girl."
Yeah.
I need to stick with my leggings or my jeans for sure.
There you
go. And plus, where am I going to put my pliers?
But it's fun. You funny talk about. There you go. It's funny talking about lady anglers. I saw more girls fishing the BFL Saturday at Dale Hollow. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them, and they did pretty good. There's 2 or 3 of them cast checks.
Good.
Yeah, they did. They did really good.
Ashley doesn't own a dress.
Well, you know what? I do, but people get freaked out when I wear it because they think it's like a funeral time or something. They're like, something's going wrong. Like, something's wrong. Kristi's in a dress. It's weird. Or even more funny, they don't recognize me at all. They're just like, who's that chick in a dress?
Yeah.
Surprise, it's me. It's like me wearing a dress is a disguise.
My cat's over here looking at crankbaits hanging from the ceiling, debating whether to take the leap.
So now you're catfishing.
That's his attack cat, by the way. Some people have guard dogs. He has an attack cat.
I have a guard dog. Well, I say I have a guard dog. I have a pit bull, but she wouldn't. Well, she might attack somebody to protect me, but if somebody broke in and we weren't home, she would be like, "Let me show you around."
Give me a snack.
Yeah.
Here's what the gun is in case Mom comes home.
Yeah. Let me help you. Well, yeah, that's my dog. She loves everybody.
Yeah.
And
It
you know, pit
depends on
bulls
how,
have such a stigma, but she's the sweetest dog I've ever had.
it depends on how they're raised.
Well, I got her from the shelter, so I don't know how she was
Oh.
raised. But
Okay.
her temperament, you know, whenever we first went to get her, her temperament was good. Like I took her food away, made sure she wasn't gonna growl at my son or whatever. And now when my son's messing with her, she just looks at me inside. She's like, I'm like, girl, if I was you, I would bite him. Like, do it.
Yep.
But I love my pit bull. So
Yes.
I probably do need a guard dog though. I fish a lot by myself at night,
Okay.
alone. But Ginger wouldn't be good. That's my dog, Ginger. She's a spaz. She wants to run around and look at everything, and I just couldn't do it. And she's bigger than me. I told you I was tiny. So if she took off running, I would probably just go with her. Like she
Yeah.
would probably just drag me. But
They do make saddles.
saddle, yeah. Yeah. Well, if I wanted to go bull riding, I would do that because that's what that would be like. My guard dog is my 9mm. So
There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Ashley agrees about fishing slow. She counts
Yeah.
rocks.
That's when we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You know-
in the summer when you're fishing shallow, that's good.
Oh yeah.
My son tonight, he's surprised. Sometimes he'll surprise me because he usually doesn't fish with me. But he was like, I guess because I've been sick, he just, was being nice. And he was like, Mom, you want to go fish for a little bit? And I was like, what? Are you pranking me? He's like, no. I was like, okay. So I explained to him. I try to explain things all the time to him. And I was like, well, I said, if you do what I tell you to do and cast where I tell you to cast, you'll catch a fish. And pretty quickly. And he said, well, how do you know where they're at? I said, well, it's science.
Yeah.
I said, so the fish want to be warm. So where's the warm water? Because that's where they're going to be. So where do you think the warm water would be right now? And he's like, near the edges. And I was like, and he's like, shallow. I was like, right, shallow.
Yep.
I was like, so which part of the water? I said, and what warms the water? He's like, the sun. I was like, so which part gets the most sun? And so I went through all that with him so he would understand the science behind of that's where the fish will be. And he was so surprised because we got to the pond and we found the area of the pond and the shallow part, and he cast it out there and he caught a fish second cast, and he was like,
Oh.
dang it, my mom knows what she's talking about.
I
I
think
always get that mama's right kind of look.
I think that's the first time a kid ever said that. My parents knew what they were talking about.
Oh, he never
Yep.
said it. It was just a look.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he would never admit it. But he gave me that look that he was like, dang it, she was right.
Those are priceless moments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are priceless moments. Yeah. It's 14's kind of a transition age. I feel you on that.
Well, he's a mama's boy and he is proud of it. But so I haven't got that teenage vibe from him yet. Like he'll still give me random hugs in public or whatever, even around his friends. But I have noticed, like last night, he went to the driver. He's playing golf now, so he wanted to go to the driving range with his friend, and his friend plays Fortnite with him. So I've heard him talking. He was like, "Dude, your mom met Bill Dance. Like that's cool." And Carson's like, "Yeah, but let's talk about the video game." And he's like, "I want to fish with your mom," and he was like, "No." Like no. And then last night I brought this kid, like some gear, like from my sponsors, like baits and stuff and line and whatever. And I was like, "Hey, I brought Luke some stuff to fish with," and he was like, "Cool, but stay in the car. I'll give it to him." I was like, "Okay."
Wow.
Like he's like, I guess it's that age where I'm not cool anymore. I'm not sure that I ever was, but for sure to my kid, I'm not. That's why I get thrown off the boat. That's where you get thrown off the boat.
Kind of.
He's giving you a hard time.
Listen,
Yeah.
I mansplain everything. I have to because, well, I think people are stupid.
Or they just don't get it. They just don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not all people, but some people.
Just
I mean,
fishermen.
you know
Yeah.
what? Hold on, I'll grab. You want me to grab my crayons? I've got some somewhere.
Oh, wow. That's
I'm
pretty
an
bad.
artist. I've got crayons.
Now, are you going to draw on the screen or are you going to draw on the board behind you?
You know what? I don't have a board. These are canvases that you hang up.
Right.
I have an iPad.
Okay.
I do all of my shirts and stuff, all my designs on my iPad.
Okay.
Which is good because, being sick this year, I told you I've needed it. I've done my company and my work from a hospital bed. Like, so
Wow.
I've needed that flexibility in what I do. But I have like that. It was like being sick sucks, but also not being able to get outside and not being able to fish sucks even more. I was like, can I just like take the IV bag and like to the pond? Like it's okay. Just an hour. Like,
Yeah.
it sucks. Like whenever you cannot fish, you want to fish even more. Like
Yeah,
so I couldn't wait for it to warm up and I'm just getting over pneumonia and I'm like, I don't care. I fished yesterday and today. And my friend was like, Kristi, why are you out there? I'm like, it's warm and the fish are biting. Duh.
Yeah. Prime time.
I can die later. It's fine.
it's going to happen to everybody sooner or later, right?
I'd rather do it while I'm happy fishing.
There you go.
No, I mean, and just being outside in general makes me feel better. It does.
Yeah.
It just does.
Oh yeah.
I think it does for everybody if you pay attention.
Yes.
Oh yeah. That's my favorite time when you go out there in the water early in the morning, the sun's just coming up, and that fog comes off the water. That's my favorite time.
Not me because I'm cold, but
Of course, I got
you
3
wait till the
layers
sun
on.
comes up and I'm good.
Yeah.
I guess due to the kidney failure, I'm always cold. I don't have enough
Yeah.
blood.
Okay.
I've had to have a couple blood transfusions because I only have one working kidney at this point. So I'm just not making enough blood, and so therefore I'm always cold. Everybody gives me crap about being a wimp in the cold, and it's true. I am. I am a wimp in the cold. I know that, but it's because of this issue with my blood. Like it is actually painful for me. Like I've got all heated gear. I've got heated socks, heated vests, and that's still not enough. Like it's painful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a wimp when it comes to cold.
Almost like a bite. It's almost so cold. It almost like bites you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just standing up. Like I sit with my feet up all the time, just naturally, and it's because my feet hurt if I have them on the floor or much lower than my heart. So it is what it is. I mean, and people give me crap about my glove too. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you're wearing a sissy glove," and I'm like, "Well, I am a chick,
Yeah.
It's okay for us to be prissy sometimes, but that's not why I wear it. And I just let people. I roll with it, and I'll give them crap, but because I don't want to make them feel bad, but if they actually knew why I wore a glove, they probably wouldn't say anything. And the reason is because I don't have an immune system, and if I get spiked in dirty water and that gets in my blood, it could be deadly to me. So yeah, it's sissy. It's a sissy glove because I don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Hey, take every precaution you can.
Yeah, it's like really okay. So then you're a sissy for wearing a condom whenever you're sleeping with somebody. Okay, because I'm just protecting myself.
Yeah,
that's a pretty good analogy.
Hey, you don't know these days. Yeah, you don't know these days. I mean,
I'm just trying to be clean. That's all.
There you
Try
go.
not to die.
Rick Amato's in the house. You had a club meeting tonight, and
Rickaroo.
Yeah, Rick's always here.
Yeah,
gotta love Rick.
And
I don't know that I do know him. I'll have to look him up on social media.
Yeah. Great guy.
Believe it or not,
Now,
we're
what's the qualifications for a great guy? Because I've been told that, and then I dated him, and I was not right.
Well, I don't know about the dating thing, but he's good people. He's good people. We say Louisiana. He's good
Now-
people.
Now let's let Rob said he's a good guy. Let's try to figure out. So Rob,
Yeah.
how many men have you dated?
0.
3?
0.
I
0.
saw 3. I saw 3.
No, 0.
I saw this.
No. 0, 0,
No.
0, and 0.
Listen, I believe you, but I'm questioning it just a little just because of the dress.
Now I won't go into ex-wives and exes. I won't go into that, but I've had a few of those too. Just saying. Nobody's perfect.
I have one ex-husband. I don't want another one. They're annoying.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
I mean, I want a husband at some point.
I think men are annoying in general.
Well, I think people are. I think that's why I like to fish, because I'm not around people. I don't have to deal with people. Like people are like Expo Kristi. I mean, I'm generally like outgoing and talkative, but I get tired of being like that. I like being like, if I don't have my son, I'm alone pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
And people think because of my social media following that, I'm just always out doing something and whatever. They think I'm popular, and I'm just like, y'all, I'm like a hermit.
Yeah.
Like,
you're just you. And I think that's what people draw to.
Well, I think I'm 40. I'll be 41 soon. And at this age, I want the basics, and I just want peace, and the more people you have to weed through, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I'd rather go fishing.
Yeah, and you'll notice, like me and John's age, your filter, the older you get, your filter like disappears. So just saying.
Listen, I'm so looking forward to my being an old lady, because I'm gonna be like Sophia on the Golden Girls, like but worse. I'm like a Sophia and Betty White mix, like I'm excited about those. Like, yeah, I can't wait to see some of those people's their faces. Like, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
You're like slinging the zingers out there and see the reaction. I got you. I'm kicked.
Oh,
I
God,
got you.
yes, yeah.
One of my mentors
Definitely.
was about 40 years older than me. And, we'd go to a restaurant and he'd say something to a waitress, and I'd just look at him and he'd say, I'm an old man. I can say that stuff. I'm like, if I said that, he goes, yeah, you get slapped.
Yeah. Well, I have noticed at expos, it's just sometimes it's just funny because, I mean, the guys are, they're going to flirt or whatever, but this one old guy, he could barely walk. He just looked at, like, he was just walking, and he just stopped, and he just looked at me, and he just was like he was checking me out, like, top to bottom. And I forget who was in the booth with me, but I guess he thought he was like my boyfriend or something. He was like, I'm harmless, I'm just looking, I'm old. And I was like, you want me to turn around? Like, I don't know, like, anything else you like? No, I'm kidding. I didn't say that. It was very awkward.
Well,
Parking
Ruger says, tell me to stop looking at old men. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I think Rob's a couple months older than me, so I don't really have a choice in the matter.
Barely.
We're all old here.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Anyways, we're almost 50 minutes into this, and it's been such a pleasure, and we could probably go on for hours, but we'd like to give you a chance to talk about your brand, your companies, your sponsors, and this is time for
I've kind of covered my company. It was by accident, but it's the justeatitfishing.com, and if you want to giggle, or even I've been selling a lot of the shirt that I wore at the Philly Expo. to other dudes. Like they're buying it for their friends as like a gag gift, because my new design, I thought it was funny because everybody's like all, try to be politically correct with the terms. And they're like, are you a lady angler? Are you a fisherwoman? Like, what do you want me to call you? And I'm like, what? So I made a shirt and it says angler just with a vagina. Like, I'm just an angler, y'all. I don't know. I didn't know angler was a sexist term. I thought it could, it was thought it was universal. So
Right.
But the looks that I got with that shirt, I've got a good reaction about that. So guys are buying that for their dude friends now as a gag gift. Like, yeah. So I've sold a lot of those. I've got a lot of good stuff. Like my design aspect on things is also my humor, because I've got a shirt that says "My deck, my rules," but there's a man fishing on the boat, and the silhouette of the man is covering most of the E, so it doesn't look like the word deck. And there's another one that says "Big deck, I like to fish," or "Big dock, I like to fish." That's what it says. It's a dock, but also there's a hook going through the word, and it's covering most of the O.
Now, I like the one you says, "Man, I like fishing." I like that one. I remember that one.
The MILF one. That's like that. That's what I'm known for, is because that was my very first one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the MILF was, I've had that for a year. Like, it's my very first one. There's also a DILF one though for the guys.
Yep.
But I've got it. I like to be original, and I like those zingers, like you said. So I've got all kinds. Like, deeper isn't always the answer. One of the new ones is "This girl knows how to work a worm." There's a lot. I mean, there's just so many. You can go on the website and look at them. But that's my company.
What is the website?
JustEatItFishing.com.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fun ones on there. Bill Dance came up to me at ICAST, which completely shocked me.
Oh wow.
We were outside waiting on Uber. I was standing with my friend Mike. He's the Basquatch hunter, Mike McKinstry.
Yep.
And we were going to grab dinner, so we were waiting on our Uber, and Bill Dance walks up to me, and he's just giggling, and he was like, "I like you," and I was like, "Holy crap, Bill Dance knows who I am!" Like, what? And he was like, "Yeah," he's like, "I like your shirt," and I was wearing the one with the rattle trap that says "I love hard ones," and I was just like, "Holy crap!" Like, I got Bill Dance to laugh, like, and he stood there and talked for like 20 minutes, and that was a moment for me that I was like, I'm doing okay at this, I guess.
That's cool as heck right there. I hats off to you on that.
That was really cool. So and Davey Hyatt, like, he loves me. Those people, like, and a lot of people don't understand that, like, who I am as a person. Actually, I want to kind of touch on that, because there's been some people in the industry that are misled by my brand. They think that they can get by with things that I don't tolerate. So Bill Dance, for instance, he was like, "Would you like to get a picture?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I would love to, but I'm more respectful than that to your wife and your daughters. So I don't want to put anything on social media wearing my brand like this, because I don't want to represent you as my brand, like, in that manner." Like Davey Hyatt, Bill Dance, the famous fisherman. I said the same thing. I said, "Let's get a picture tomorrow, because I'll be wearing a plain shirt." If you guys ever notice, if I post anything with the people in our industry that I respect, I'm wearing a plain colored shirt or something that doesn't have anything like my pervy stuff on it, because as a mom, as a future wife, and as a Christian, I don't want to represent those people or their brand like that. Like, I respect them more than that, and I respect their families more than that. So I don't know. I just wish people would understand that a little bit better. Like, this is just a marketing ploy. That's not really who I am. But the famous fisherman, he was like, "Wow." He's like, "Kristi, it's okay." I was like, "No, I don't want to put that out there like that, because I respect you and your wife."
Yeah.
I said, "So let's just get a picture tomorrow." And he was like, "That's admirable. Okay." So
that's cool.
So my sponsors, they're probably, I mean, they're very understanding. Anybody I work with also knows me and knows that I respect their husbands, the wives or whatever. They like me once they get to know me. Bass Reaper baits, Proline. Proline is actually one of them that was they see through my brand also, and they're like, we like the way that you handle yourself and carry yourself. You're not like one of the bikini girls that showed skin to get attention. Ball Sacks Fishing Lines. I've been with them they were my first sponsor. They're the first one like to believe in me and give me, that avenue of going to expos and getting the attention. So Stinky Balls is awesome too. Any of the guys I work with, like, I really truly I think of them as friends, and I believe I use their products. Like, I won't represent something that I don't like. I won't represent something. I won't just do it for money. I'm not going to say that I use this or I like this if it sucks, if it doesn't work.
Absolutely.
So that's pretty much all right now. I haven't gotten anything new going on this year, like I said, with dealing with the kidney stuff. Next year, I'm work on this year, get healthy, fish maybe 4 tournaments with Brian Morgan, just for fun, just to get out there and fish. But next year, I hope to be more active and at all the expos again and doing the meet and greets and talking to everybody.
You have a good chance to come down to Knoxville. Knoxville's got a great show at East Tennessee Fishing Expo in January. Oh, was you? I missed you. Dang it.
Yeah, I was in the Bass Reaper booth. Somebody else. I was. Oh no, Paul had to cancel, so it was just Bass Reaper. But I was there all weekend.
Okay, I missed you somewhere.
Last year.
Yeah, Paul's a great guy. I know Paul. Paul's outstanding. I mean, he's salt of the earth kind of guy. I love Paul.
Yeah, he's him, Brian Morgan. Well, that about covers it. That's the only guys I trust. No, Joe LaBarbera. I'll fish with him. Joe, I love Joe. He's so funny. So that's pretty much all. Like, that's all the guys I really. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I tell you what, after this, like, I'm like, I've been single for 10 years or something, like, and I've dated a couple anglers. I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't want to do it.
I don't blame you.
So I am not single now, but this one doesn't work out. I'm not dating another angler. I'm done. I guess I'm going to be a nun.
We hope not.
Rob got married, so he stopped dating anglers.
Yeah. It didn't work. It didn't work out for me.
Yeah, he got jealous because he was catching more fish than Rob.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's still gonna happen, even if you're not gay.
Yeah.
Because the girls just I don't know, we're just we're just good at it.
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right.
But the other one that I want to do is this year I want to try to get with BKK hooks. My tattoo just reminded me of it.
Yeah.
It's a new tattoo, but
cool.
So BKK hooks, I like their products too. I'm not sponsored by them, but I would love to be affiliated with BKK. If you get a chance, check them out. If you ever see them anywhere or at the expo, I really like their hooks.
Okay,
but
cool.
That pretty much covers my sponsors and my business and all that.
Like going on. Hey, congrats.
Yeah, all from bed this year.
I won't touch that one. But anyways,
hospital bed, all from a hospital bed.
Yep. Okay, we're good now.
Well, thank you very much for being on. You're a great woman. You're a great guest. Many prayers and well wishes to you. You do a lot for the community, for the fishing community, whether you know it or not. And keep it up and get healthy.
I'm working on it. I'm doing some stuff to hopefully make that happen, and then be on the water more next year. And if I'm at Chickamauga, I'll let you know. Which most likely I will be with Brian.
Okay.
So we'll have to have dinner or something, meet up.
Yeah, definitely. I'll maybe be there in Guntersville. Hopefully, fingers
Oh well,
crossed.
I'll probably be at Guntersville also.
Okay, cool.
So I'll keep you posted.
All right, cool deal.
All right, thanks guys.
All right.
All right,
Thanks,
have a good
Kristi.
night. Appreciate you.
You too.
All right.
Whew. Oh, look.
Yeah, she's a hoot now. She's a hoot, but she's good people.
Yes, very good. Yeah. She was one of the ones I was excited to get. I'd been trying to get, and rightfully so with what's going on in her life and trying to line things up. But yeah, she's for someone who thinks they don't have the organizational skills, she does a lot.
Doing designs from the hospital bed, that blows my mind. That'd be like the last thing on my mind,
Yep. I mean, I've had my shares in the hospital beds, the last year and two, and work was not on the forefront of my mind.
Yeah, me either. I was just trying to survive, and advance to the next day. That's what was me.
Yep, that's all we can do. But all right,
Exactly.
anything else?
No, who we got tomorrow night? I can't remember.
Tom Presnell. He's going to be talking about promoting yourself and marketing yourself in the fishing and what we can do to try to help ourselves.
Yeah, we all can get better at that. So I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Yes, same here. I've known Tom for maybe 20 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So pretty familiar. That's awesome, man. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I don't see him much anymore because we used to both fish the New York Federation, and I quit fishing the Federation, and he quit fishing the New York Federation, and just life got involved. So.
Yep.
But all right, well, you take it easy, sir. And,
all right, man. We'll do it again tomorrow night. And thanks for everybody for tuning in. And please give me a like and share, or please give the podcast a like and share. And we sure do appreciate it. And everybody have a good night, and hope to see you tomorrow night.
All right, take care.
Peace out.